the Chilton County Countryway. On in Mayhem, we're ready to ride, crank.
Good morning, my little peaches. The time is 7:01 on this Back at It Monday. My co-host, the legendary Dollar Bill Lawson. Thank you so much for coming in and
More like a
co-hosting
legume.
this morning. Do you know what today is?
Monday?
Outside of Monday. It's a really, really big thing. It's so important.
It's what?
So important. We got to talk about it.
I'm trying to think.
It's a good thing if you like it. It's the first day of fall, y'all.
No, it isn't. Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Is today the first day of fall?
Today is the first official day of fall, and I am here for it. I'm so excited.
I thought it was a little later. I'm glad.
No, I'm so excited.
And it feels good out there. It's a little warm, but and hazy. But I really, I had about a 45-minute drive in. I really enjoyed it this morning. I rolled the window. Normally, I push the speed limit. I'm usually on the upper end of it.
Yep.
This morning, I stayed right back there, normal speed, just enjoying the drive in. And it was one of those great drives. Sun was coming up. There was, I went by some big open fields coming down 145, and there was that mist, come rising off of it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. That's what I love about the fall is the morning time because it feels so yummy outside. I love it.
I do too. I like fall and spring. They're my two favorite seasons. The only thing I don't really like about fall.
What?
Pumpkin spice everything.
I don't do. Well, I will tell you this.
I don't drink pumpkin spice coffee.
Do we have any more of that stuff back there?
What stuff?
No. Okay. So last week, we filmed. I say we. Taylor filmed the new
cooking
show, and they did a cream, like a pumpkin cream cheesy dip thing for fall that you could. And I'm not typically. I don't like pumpkin spice. I like pumpkin pie. And I'm typically not a pumpkin spice girl of anything else. This stuff was amazing.
Was it really?
Oh, yeah.
And it was a dip?
It was a dip.
What do you dip in it? Like chips or?
Graham crackers or like.
Was it sweet?
Vanilla,
Oh, it's sweet like a dessert dip.
Yes, it was. I feel like you could probably dip some, I don't know, some fruit or something in it if you wanted to. But it was really good. It had the pumpkin stuff, cream stuff in there, and then it was drizzled with caramel and topped with Heath bar pieces.
With what?
Heath bar pieces.
Heath bar. Yeah. Toffee, yeah, like a toffee.
Yeah, it was so
Holy
good.
cow.
We eat the mess out of that.
That doesn't sound bad.
Mike Baker came in one day last week. And Coca-Cola. My bestie, Coca-Cola.
Whoa. Earthquake.
He tasted it, and he went, and I thought, oh, he doesn't like it. And then he kept eating another one, and he was like, okay, you're going to put that up, because I'm going to keep eating it.
He liked it.
Yeah, it was very good.
Mikey liked it.
Mikey liked it. Yes, he did. And you know what we can do? We can go ahead and thank our morning show sponsors. And
so
look,
we can open
we're going to go ahead and
I know what you're doing. You just want to do Coke first so we can pop the top.
That's exactly right.
So we can get on it.
We are going to do... thank our morning show sponsors. First up, my bestie, Mike Baker at Coca-Cola in Montgomery. Thank you so much for sponsoring the morning. Let me get my finger up under here.
I can't get mine either.
Ready?
There we go.
Ready? 1, 2, and a 3. Oh, man, that spewed everywhere. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Mike Baker. Thank you, Coca-Cola Montgomery.
That's so good. That is so good. And you know what I can bring on the cruise with me? They will let you bring a 12-pack of sodas.
Really?
On the cruise. You can pack it in your luggage, and I'm going to take a 12-pack.
Don't they have it on the ships?
If they do, you're going to pay about $5.
Oh, okay. So you can bring that and save a little money?
Mm-hmm. And you can bring a bottle of champagne or wine.
Really?
Yeah, I'm taking one of those as well for my mimosas.
That'd be champagne.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah. And then But the rest of the stuff, I mean, like I was told that I'm not going to have Wi-Fi on the ship unless I buy a Wi-Fi package, which is pricey.
Yeah.
So
Well, you're on vacation. Why
I
do
will-
Wi-Fi?
Right. I'm not.
You can take all your pictures and
That's right.
upload them later.
I'm just going to let everybody know you won't be hearing from me for a while, so don't panic. Because when I don't post for a day or so,
People think something's
"Hey,
wrong.
are you okay?
I had a
and-
boss that would purposely find a resort to go to that didn't have Wi-Fi. He would. He'd go to the Dominican Republic, has a bunch. They apparently have terrible Wi-Fi down there anyway.
Really?
So he would find these resorts that would tell you, "I'm sorry, there is no Wi-Fi here at all."
That's so sad.
And he said, "Book me," because that way when he got there, the company couldn't hammer him with emails and stuff while he was on vacation. And he believed when you're on vacation, you're on vacation. And I didn't
agree
blame
with
him for that because he was a hard worker. It wasn't like he was skirting anything.
Right.
And the company I worked for didn't care if you were in the hospital having an app, and you could be getting your appendix out and you'd be having to answer an email or do some work. They didn't believe there was any time off. So
A newspaper I worked for was like that. So I removed myself.
yeah,
I said I can't,
he did.
can't do this anymore.
He
You people
picked
are
places
ridiculous.
that didn't have Wi-Fi purposely,
I
which
like
is
it.
smart.
Yeah, very smart. Also, thank you to Jim and Julia at Chilton Mobile Home Supply. They do have an announcement that they were going to make, and I'm hoping that I can get them in here either tomorrow or Wednesday.
Oh, good.
If not, it'll be either Thursday or Friday, and whoever is
Just
here,
filling in for you. Yeah.
can be here for the announcement. Thank you also to Country Financial Insurance and Julie Holderfield, Central Alabama Wellness, our friend Zena Cartwell, who is with Central Alabama Wellness. She has her own show on Saturdays from 9 until 10. It's called Empower Hour with Zena. So y'all need to check that out. Again, Coca-Cola. Thank you, Mike. Chilton County Chamber of Commerce. We appreciate them so much. Larry Puckett Chevrolet. They have the largest pre-owned inventory in the area. So before you buy a vehicle anywhere else, please go see Kurt and our friends at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. Thank you again to Putter Up. They are in Pelham. Mini golf. Indoor mini golf. And they have tournaments on Tuesdays. So if you want to check that out, you can go on their website and you can reserve a place, enter whatever you need to do. It's Putter Up Birmingham. Thank you to Jake and his team at Save More. I went yesterday morning and I got me another chuck roast.
Did you really?
And I let that thing sit in the crock pot the whole day while hubby was at work. And when he got home, we tore into that thing. And we have enough left over for
Sandwiches
at least
and all.
two more
Yeah.
meals out of it.
Isn't
So
it great? And doesn't the
was
house smell
delicious.
good?
It did, and I left and came back, and when I did, the roast smell just hit me right in the face. They have the best. I'm telling you right now, they have the best cuts of meat anywhere, and the fresh produce as well. Also, thank you to our friend Bruce at Old Orchard Amish Furniture. He has the best outdoor furniture you will find anywhere else. The quality is amazing.
Amazing.
What you guys have is my favorite. It is the composite. And it has the rock and swivel
Glider.
I mean, it's all in one.
And they're
You don't
built
wanna
like
get
a
up.
tank. I mean, they really are. And they'll last generations.
They're heavy.
You get one so you can leave them to your children and your
Mm-hmm.
grandchildren. They'll look just as good 30 years from now, even if they're outside the whole time.
Yep. Also, thank you to a Workout 24/7, Workout Anytime. They are open now.
Are they?
You can go by there and sign up. They keep some kind of special going on all the time, and they also have this personal trainer program that they do. It's virtual, but you still do get a one-on-one with an actual person as well, and they guarantee you results in 6 weeks.
Really?
Yep. So you need to get by there and find that.
I went by and
find
asked
out
them about that, and they said they would guarantee results in 6 weeks, but I had to go in.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
I had
use
to
it.
do. I just wanted to sit at home, and
use
6
of
weeks
it.
later, go look at this.
It's probably not going to work out.
That
right.
they said it doesn't work that
No, it
way.
doesn't.
No.
And also, thank you to our friends at the Goodwill. They not only do they have their thrift store, which is really, I hate even calling it a thrift store because it's really just a recycled clothing boutique is what I would consider it, because it is not your typical thrift store. I think their prices are awesome, and they keep it
You can
very
find some
well
amazing
stocked.
things in Goodwill.
Yeah, and outside of that, they do a community service, and they help with job placement. They're getting their career side up and going. It's not up and going here, but you can call them, and they can help you. All you got to do is either go to their website or call them. You can get their number off the website.
I love
as
Goodwill.
well. So we've got I'll just go ahead. We're going to have a guest in here today, Dylan Wallace. He's going to talk about the barbecue festival that is this Saturday. But we also are going to talk about some Auburn football. I watched that game, Bill, and it was atrocious. And I'm going to tell you, I laughed so hard back in the day when Auburn and Alabama played and we sacked Brody Croyle 11 times.
Right.
And the running meme was honk if you sacked Brody.
Right.
I mean, that was the thing. And I was like, we sacked him. Well, the tables were turned on Saturday.
It took a few years, but
my
karma came back
gosh.
around, didn't it?
Let me just tell you, Auburn and Oklahoma went head to head.
And it was a smash knobber. I mean, it was back and forth.
The whole game, the entire game.
It was a good
like
game to watch.
It was. Unless you were an Auburn fan and you kept watching your quarterback land on his back, it was awful. And then the play call, not the play caller, but the refereeing was questionable at best. And I am not saying this because I'm an Auburn fan, because 10 sacks. Come on. Yeah, that's your offensive line not doing their job. That's your offensive coordinator not calling the right plays. That is a breakdown
That's also,
in
they had
communication.
some really strong talent on the Oklahoma side, too. Those guys were pretty tenacious.
Yeah, the defense there was, but the refereeing was terrible, and there was a specific play call, not a play call, but a penalty that caused.
Was that the trick play?
The trick play, and
where they tried to call timeout. And, yeah,
they even came out and actually said we gotta address this because it's a pretty big deal. They made a statement. When I had it pulled up, I don't know why this happens to me every single time.
You know, Hugh Freeze said that they had been warned about deception plays, that Oklahoma practiced a bunch of deception plays. They pulled it on them.
They did. The problem is that is technically an illegal play.
Right.
And so the SEC has released a statement on what they are calling the botched touchdown call in Auburn's loss to Oklahoma. This is the statement. In Saturday's Auburn, well, now the video's coming up. You know, I really hate this. In Saturday's game, Auburn at Oklahoma football, with 10:50 remaining in the second quarter, a pass was thrown to Oklahoma number 5, resulting in a touchdown. Oklahoma number 5 participated in the previous play, which is a first down play from the 22-yard line. After the first down play was completed, Oklahoma number 5 continued toward his team's sideline, but stopped just before reaching the Oklahoma sideline. NCAA Football Rule 9.2, Article 2, is labeled Unfair Tactics, with paragraph B stating, no simulated replacements or substitutions may be used to confuse opponents. No tactic associated with substitutes or the substitution process may be used to confuse opponents. This includes any hideout tactic with or without substitution. And the officiating crew did not properly interpret the actions as a hideout tactic. If properly it says officiated, the second down play should have resulted in a team unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of 15 yards assessed from the previous spot, and that did not happen. And there were people that were not Auburn fans whatsoever saying, wow, the officiating in this game is terrible, and Auburn is getting hammered, worked over unfairly. You know, and I agree with that. That one play was questionable, and maybe a couple others, no calls or something like that should have been called. But the bottom line is we got sacked 10 times. Those were 10 opportunities that you could have gotten a first down, thrown something to get a field goal, anything, and none of that took place. So basically the loss, it just falls right back up on the team.
Yeah,
They just did not do their
most
job.
of the time it does, you know.
So as much as I would like to be able to say they cheated, I can't.
Right.
You know.
Well, a deception play, they're going to review that. And so there may be a penalty or something, but it doesn't bring back the game.
No, it does not. It definitely does not. It is 7-16.
That was a tough game. It was a great game to watch. And you know, like me, I'm not a hater. I'm an Alabama fan, but I also root for Auburn until they play each other. And it was on the edge of your seat kind of, but it was disappointing to see them struggling with their offensive line.
And that is a sign. We play one decent team and we struggle like that. That's not good. So we fell out of the top 25, and rightly so. But we'll see what happens this weekend.
Well, there's still a long season ahead. This is just the first third game. So we got a long way to go. We got like 8 more games to go.
We're 3-1 now. We were 3-0. So yeah, this weekend will be game number 5. It's 7-17.
Alabama had a bye week, so they didn't play.
Yep, they did not play. They got a big one this weekend, and we'll talk about that when
Georgia's
we come back.
coming up. Of course, Georgia had a bye week. They both
arrested,
and they're getting ready to have I bet that's going to be a slobber knocker.
Huge game. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little more football, and then we've got to talk about something big that happened yesterday. I don't know if you all watched it, but I did, and we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
We are back. The time is 7:19. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you on this Monday, first day of fall.
Yeah, I didn't know it was the first. That's neat.
Yep, I'm excited. I've had my pumpkin and fall stuff out for over
Mary,
a week now.
That will happen probably today. We'll have the colorful Indian corn and the probably what do you call it, a shoot or a stick of sugar cane and all that fall stuff.
You know, well, I love it. That's my favorite thing. That and Christmas time, decorating for that. I mean, that's the only time I decorate. I don't decorate any other time of the year. But
you don't do Halloween? Don't do Easter?
Easter, I will sometimes put like a thing out front for the door or something like that, but I'm not really big on bunny rabbits and eggs and stuff like that. And that seems to be the theme.
Yeah,
I usually do like a cross or something.
When I was growing up, the only time you decorated outdoors really was Christmas. That was it. And then when I got up into college, you started seeing more of this stuff showing up for Halloween. But that's also because the big box stores and other places started manufacturing stuff for Halloween, the big blow-ups and all that stuff. Until I was out of college, nobody decorated much. You might do something the day of Halloween, like on your porch, for the trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
But nobody decorated for Halloween or put those things up. Now they're everywhere. And now I've noticed, in the last 12, 15 years, Easter has become a thing where people like hang the eggs out of trees and stuff
like that.
and they're getting more and more Eastery
Yeah.
outdoor decorations. I think it's all, to be honest with you, I think it's all depends on the stuff being made and sold and pushed on you, because they're already Christmas stuff, Halloween stuff's been in like Home Depot and Lowe's and places like that for a month. And now I went into Walmart Saturday and there was Christmas stuff
tree.
all in there. So
I noticed.
and the Halloween candy's all out.
Yeah, I noticed last week when I went to one of the stores, they had already moved off a bunch of the fall stuff. They're kind of getting it to like phase it out almost.
Right.
And they're bringing in the Christmas stuff already. And I
Well-
was like, wow. But see, you can't get me Christmas too early because, I mean, I have to do fall. I like my fall stuff and I want to run it all the way through. And then, but Christmas, I wish the season lasted a little longer because I get about 4 weeks of Christmas.
And you want a little
and,
more?
And then I keep it one more week through, New Year's, but it doesn't feel the same. Once
know it
Christmas
doesn't.
is over,
Yeah,
I just kind of feel weird keeping my Christmas stuff up, but I want it. I want to because it's still twinkly lights, and I still consider that part of the holiday season.
You know what? Up north, in some places like where my kids live in Rhode Island and Boston and that area, they don't take the Christmas stuff down until like May or April because it makes sense. It's so dreary and snow and all that they keep the Christmas lights out like from 2 months after Christmas because it makes things brighter and happier and festive,
Okay.
more festive looking. And I do kind of understand that. But it's weird to see so many Christmas. I mean, I'm talking about most of them, of course. And it's also hard if you put lights up on your edge of your house or out in the yard, and you got snow all the time. It's hard to get out there in your snow boots and your shovel and shovel your way out to take the stuff down. So they leave them up for a long time. In the South, of course, my wife believes that Christmas decorations need to come down before the sun sets on Christmas Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I'm
then
not doing that.
My parents we always left ours up till after New Year's.
Yeah.
But my mother believed New Year's Day.
Yeah, that's when mine
Take
comes
it
down.
down. The 2nd of January should not show a lot of Christmas decorations.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody has their ways.
Yeah, New Year's Day. I take that back. The 2nd is when I usually take them down.
Yeah, well, that's
I let the whole day of the 1st come through, and then on the 2nd, I've already boxed it up and put it away by, especially if I'm off that day. I am.
Well,
if not that night when I come home, it's all coming down.
when I was younger, younger, I wouldn't take the Christmas stuff down on New Year's Day because I was usually too hungover or still feeling kind of bad
Yeah.
or still partying, and plus watching football and stuff. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I had a year when I got divorced. My wife divorced me. She left. And I was real depressed about it because I didn't even see it coming. So she left me in October, I think it was.
Well,
And
she's a meanie head.
we'd already put the Christmas tree up and stuff. Well, back then I always went out and got us a real Christmas tree because I liked the smell and look of it. I took the Christmas tree down in May because I just was so depressed. I left it in the living room.
And it was a live tree?
No, yeah, but it had nothing. It was a stick. It looked like, and there were needles a foot deep, all in the living room. It took me a week to get all those needles out of the carpet because I would use the vacuum cleaner and it would just clog it up. And I don't. I mean, it was horrible.
That is so funny.
But that kind of took me out of my. I got to feeling better after that.
I got tickled. My cousin, she was so lazy. She did not want to take her tree down. She was like, it's too much effort. Hers was a big tree. It was like one of those 9-foot trees and
Fake
a lot,
one.
yeah, and that was a lot. So she left it up, and she's like, she went through February and then March, and then into March, 1st April, she's like, I'm just gonna take the Christmas ornaments off and just put some Easter eggs and stuff on it. So then she's like, well, this is a pretty good idea, I think. So now she got to where for a while she left it up all year long and just put
different stuff for the year, time of the year.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I've
and
heard
then
of people doing that.
I had one cousin that didn't even, they didn't take their ornaments off the tree. They didn't take the tree down. They put plastic or a sheet over it and just moved it to the basement and kept it covered, and then when it's Christmas time again, they pulled it back out. I mean,
I like that idea. Now that's kind of brilliant. If you got the space and you can do it.
If you have the space and you can do it, because my thing is, I get the pre-lit trees, and then after about the first year, the string lights go out. You're trying to figure out which one it is. You end up just buying more lights, wrapping the tree up. But me and Christmas lights, when I put them away, and it's like they go in there and they have a party. And then when you go to put them on the tree, you got to untangle the mess. And
mine's more like an orgy. Yeah, I put them. I think I'm putting them away really neat, and they have an orgy over the next 9 months. Because when I come back, they're entangled. They're in love. They are in love to make new lights. The problem is they don't make new lights, but yeah, I'm with you on that. Now they're so cheap. I just take them off, throw them away. And I just buy new lights every year.
That's really the thing to do, because every year you're going to find that there's part of it's out.
You can't change those bulbs. They sell those little bulb checkers and stuff. Who can do that? There's 500 bulbs now, and these little tiny. You can't check them and.
And the time spent doing that? No.
And how about these people that, for a while, the trend was to hang your tree upside down, hang it from the ceiling.
That drives me nuts.
I don't even know how you do that. I guess you have to put
like
pulleys and stuff up in the ceiling and then turn the tree over and crank. I don't know how you do it.
I don't like
but
that.
That's a weird thing to do. I guess it looks shockingly different when you go in and it's upside. But how do you hang the ornaments and stuff? And
I don't know. It's weird to me,
that's
and I
weird.
just don't participate in
I
that.
want a horizontal tree. I want one that's like me. It's always laying down. Just lay it on its side. Lay it on its side, and you can throw the lights and the ornaments around on it. And then when it's done, you just drag it out.
Well, my cat last year, she kept getting in my tree, and I would have ornaments shattered all over the floor. And I was ready to put that cat outside last year. I don't know what I'm gonna do this year. I guess so. Finally, what I ended up doing was just I had moved some around, and I put some of the more plasticky ones on the bottom, so if they fell off, it wouldn't break. But we came home multiple times from work, and there was ornament shattered all over, and that really aggravated me. I was like, why are you in my tree? Why are you in my tree?
My cat doesn't bother the tree, thank goodness. But I had a friend whose cat kept climbing the tree, and the whole tree would come down.
Mm-hmm.
And so they finally had to actually rig something up. When they put their tree up, they would tie something up in near the top of the tree and attach it to the wall. So that behind it where you couldn't see it, it's kind of was in a corner. But they had to secure the tree because the cat wouldn't stop climbing up in it. They tried spraying it with water and vinegar and yelling at it and popping it and all that. That cat was not going to have its way with that tree.
Yeah, I'm going to spray the crap out of her with a water bottle when she does it to mine.
My cat hates that. Little spray with a water bottle. She's, ooh.
Say good morning to some folks. Good morning to Ricky, our field reporter, also known as Grape. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, my punk in Auburn. And I saw Barry was on there. She's doing okay. She's got some more doctor appointments coming up, but we are going on our cruise. We're leaving Wednesday evening after work. We're going to drive to Biloxi. I thought we were, and then we're going to stay. We have hotels there, and then get up Thursday morning early and drive into New Orleans, and then we embark on our cruise.
How fun!
Several days. I'm really looking forward to that. Just taking some. This has been a rough couple of weeks.
Yep.
And I think it'll be good.
She's going with you too, she's had some health problems. So this is good. You'll need a break, both of you.
We do.
All of you.
Ricky says they have 7 trees still in the box because his wife will see one on sale, talk about how gorgeous it is, and then she buys it and then goes back to the older one. Ricky, I need to see you. I might need to buy a tree.
Yeah, really.
All right, it's 7:30. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we will talk a little bit more football because Alabama has a huge game coming up this weekend.
Boy, they do.
And then we'll also talk about yesterday was a pretty big day. They had Charlie Kirk's memorial on, and I watched the entire thing, and we'll talk about that.
Did you
There
really?
were some very pivotal moments in that service that definitely want to talk about. So we'll do that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clayton Track Studio. We'll be right back.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
We are back. The time is 7:33. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you, broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. So we were talking a little bit of football, then we got sidetracked. Now we're going to double back. Alabama and Georgia play this weekend. That is going to be a good game.
I hope it's a good
I
game.
think it's, and both of them are have some struggles, so it's going to be anybody's game. That one is. But I'm going to be. I thought that that's typically a night game, but I was thinking, Saturday while I'm on the cruise that I'd be able to just kind of watch football all day, and be on the ship watching football with lots of other people. And I was informed that no, we are going to an all-inclusive resort on Saturday, but that we should be back in time to watch Alabama, Georgia, because I know for a fact my child will put up a hissy fit if she has to miss that game.
Are they going to have that on the ship?
They typically do. They have sports bars there, and
Good.
that's one of the main games. A lot of folks are on the Carnival app talking
Right.
about they are from Alabama and that they're from Georgia and they want to watch the game. So there's going to be a pretty big crowd. Apparently, there's all kinds of stuff to do on this ship. I've never been on one, so I don't really know what to expect.
I tell you what you can
I'm probably going to be
expect.
amazed.
You're going to eat a lot.
Eat a lot. See, I don't need to do that.
It's buffet hell. I mean, it's amazing. I've been on probably the same cruise you're going on because we did the same one out of New
Cozumel
Orleans.
one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And years ago. And they have a dessert buffet, a midnight buffet. You just can eat a lot.
Just eat.
Yeah.
Eat.
And then there's a casino on the ship, I think. And then there's lots of activities. And, whether you want to be in on that or not, it's your
I think
choice.
there's a couple different sports. They call them sports bars, but I guess I don't know. I've not been on a ship. I don't know what to expect. I know I was told the cabins are very small.
They are.
So, and I got a twin
Well, they
bed.
can be. They also, you can spend a fortune and get the bigger upper ones. But of course, with my pocketbook, I was underwater. I was in the bottom of the.
You were in the bottom, yeah.
I was in the bottom of the ship where I could. I think I was sharing a room with a guy that worked on the boiler or something, and you could hear the engine all night long droning.
Thank goodness I don't have to do this. This is the room that I have and I'm sharing with Megan's mom is not. It is actually, we have a balcony.
Oh,
so,
then
yeah.
you're gold. They are small, but you'll like that.
If I had to be underwater for the ship, I just don't know how well I would handle that. My nerves would be on the outside.
I
of my
was so
skin.
low. Technically, when I was laying in the bunk, on the bed, whatever you want to call them in a ship, I was underwater. But when I stood up, I could look through a 4-inch porthole, and the water was. I was right above the water line. I was underwater. It was amazing. Yeah, that was, but it didn't cost me much. That's.
Well, that's good.
No, it was not good.
I couldn't do it.
So you're going to watch the game?
Yeah, we're gonna watch the game, and we're gonna go
Now,
to the resort, which
Are they
Cozumel.
playing that in Tuscaloosa or are they playing it between the hedges?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I forgot to look. I don't know if it's in
Let's
Athens or if it's in
check
Tuscaloosa.
here. My kid probably has already commented. Let me just go back to that.
Because, it's pretty intimidating if it's in Athens for us, for Alabama, and it's pretty intimidating for Georgia if it's in Tuscaloosa, of course. Home game advantage.
Auburn does not have faith in her team. It's
Auburn what?
my child does not have faith in her team.
Oh.
She says it's going to be at Georgia.
At where?
At Georgia.
That's what I thought. Between the hedges. Ah.
I don't know, Pumpkin. I think y'all have a pretty good chance of winning that game. Yesterday was a huge day. If you have been keeping up with the news at all, you know that it'll be 12 days ago now, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He is the creator of Turning Point USA. He was an activist. He was, he was not a politician, but
Kinda.
he just, I don't know. I feel like eventually, if he would have kept going, he would have ended up
Some kind of position in the
I think
government.
he would have been the top dog before it was over with.
You think he'd be president?
I think if he later in his years, he would have made it to president. I really
could
do.
have.
And they have decided, they did a vote to have a day of remembrance for him that is like MLK Day or whatever. And the Democrats are not happy about it. Of course, they were shut down a couple of hundred to like 30 or 50. And so it was passed. So, of course, they're mad. They're like, why should we honor him? Well, why not? You want to honor people you want to honor, but you don't want to honor what the other side wants to honor. But they had his memorial service yesterday. It started at 1:00 and it was over at 5.
4 hours. Wow.
Hours. I watched the entire thing.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
I didn't. I forgot about it. We were busy. I didn't see any of it, except I saw a replay later of his wife speaking, his widow. She was pretty powerful.
Yes, she was. And let me tell you, they had some beautiful music. They had Chris Tomlin. They had, what's the other little guy's name? He's really good. He's really popular right now in the Christian format. They had a lot of people speak about Charlie.
For 4 hours, I guess
4 hours,
so.
They
yeah.
did. They had everybody. they had the top dogs, president, vice president, secretary, what's the Kennedy, what's his name?
Kennedy, the health and whatever.
Yeah. He spoke. Lots of folks that worked with Charlie and to help get Turning Point USA on the map. And then his wife spoke. And oh my gosh.
Was it
Go
good?
back and watch that.
I've seen it, part of the clips of her talking. It seemed powerful.
Isn't
she going to take over Turning Point? And
yes, she
follow?
is now the CEO.
Yeah.
She is not, I don't think she's going to be the one debating, but she is going to still have the campus thing. The campus tours are not going to an end. They are still going to continue with his show. all of that. She said all of that's going to continue. We're not stopping. And when I tell you there was more than 70,000 people inside this memorial service.
Amazing.
Outside, 200,000 people
Unbelievable.
came for this thing. Then you had your other memorial services that were taking place in other areas at the same time. They've had some vigils. When I tell you this is a whole, and they've used the words like this is a reckoning. This was not a funeral. This was a revival. This was a revolution. This was, I mean, it's just all of these different descriptions of it, and I agree with all of them because it was very moving, very powerful. But when that woman got up there in front of all those people, and they said there was like millions of people watching, it was like the biggest, the most watched thing anywhere, anytime that's happened.
Wow.
That she said that man, that young man, and then she paused for a second and she said, "I forgive him." And I got chill bumps again.
She said, "I what?"
I forgive him.
Oh yeah. And
I mean, everybody lost their minds. You know, they were just like, I mean, she said a lot of very, very powerful things. It's watching her speak, and every time she started to get emotional or whatever, she'd look up. They had his little flag thing with his picture on it. She would look up at that and she would just whisper Charlie. And it's like she needed
him to be
say
with
that
her.
to him to be with her to get her through it. She was trying. She's not one of those people that is gonna be a mess boohoo. She's got a little more. She's a pageant girl. She's learned over time
How to control her emotions.
Control that and keep that for the private side. But she did cry a little bit, and you could tell it was taking a lot to keep her composure. I think she did an amazing job.
Well, the
what
good
she
news for her
said-
is she's had now a couple of weeks to process it and get in her grief mode, and you know, that's if she had done that speech, tried to do that speech a week and a half ago, she probably couldn't have gotten through it as easy as she did. But because time helps a little with that, but you know, I think a lot of people are finally becoming just fed up with the violence that's happening all over the country. Now, you know, listen, this gets onto the like gun rights and stuff because that's what a lot of them push. I love my guns. I've got, you know, pistols, shotguns, rifles. I love shooting. I don't want to shoot any human being. I like target shooting. I used to hunt a little. I don't hunt anymore, but I still like having my guns. But these school shootings, and then just the thought that if you disagree with what someone's saying, you can kill them. And it's gotten to where, I think the scary part is it's gotten to where now it doesn't even raise eyebrows like it used to. You know, I grew up the whole time. I remember the first mass incident of a killings was that kid named Whitman, I think, that got up into the tower at Texas and started just shooting people. He was a former Marine, and he just shot people. He went crazy. I remember that. That was like in the 60s. And then, of course, Kennedy was shot and killed. Bobby Kennedy was shot and killed. Martin Luther King was shot and killed. I mean, it just seemed like, holy cow. And then there was all the racial violence. And then there was the anti-Vietnam War and that Kent State shootings. And it's like my whole youth, all I can remember is violence and some of that stuff. And I think it's come that way around. It calmed down for a little while, except for the personal stuff where people were murdering each other. But now it's getting back to the school shootings. And then this thing with Charlie finally brought it out that, you know, this is getting crazy. And I think people want to do something about it, but you don't know what to do. You know, some people want to go to gun control. Well, I mean, one person with one gun can do a lot of damage, but taking away the guns doesn't stop that person from building a bomb, using their, look at all the people that learned to use their cars in the last 2 years to plow into hundreds of people or tons of people and killing a lot of folks and injuring many, many more. They use their car as a weapon. There are people that just go crazy with a knife and just start stabbing people in a city environment or in a park. I don't know what the answer is. I think the answer is that people have to. I think a lot of it is mental health issues too. But you know what scares me is that this thing with Charlie Kirk, he apparently the guy that shot him, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to give him any good thing, any possibility of publicity, but he was kind of radicalized online and with this roommate he had that was enamored with, that was a trans whatever. Anyway, I think the internet's going to make it harder to stop this stuff and not easier. I think it's enabling a lot of people to study how to build bombs and how to kill people with your car. It's kind of like the radical Muslims that we worried about. Now we got to worry about just crazy people getting all this stuff and being radicalized. It doesn't have to be based on religion. This one was based on hating religion, hating Christianity. I don't know what the answer is. It's my age now. I just hate it. I don't have an answer for it.
I don't either. And I have some thoughts, and I watched something this morning that actually, man, it really resounded with me. So we'll talk about that. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this. And then we're going to have a guest come in, Dylan Wallace. He's going to come in and talk about the barbecue festival coming to town this Saturday. So y'all stay with us. You listen to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Beach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
We are back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Beach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you.
How quickly we turned that we were talking about something so serious as violence in our lives today and Charlie Kirk's death. And the minute we went to break, we started talking about okra and barbecue and hominy and grits.
Yeah, well,
food.
The North...
breaks, we just go to food immediately.
They don't eat grits, but they eat hominy up north, like it's going out of style.
And I don't like hominy.
No.
I love grits now.
Oh, me too. Now, I'll get a bowl of grits in a heartbeat.
Me
It doesn't
too.
hurt my feelings at all.
And shrimp and grits?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, man.
Sorry.
It's okay. You got me hungry. Thanks.
Me too.
You came in here empty-handed this morning.
I did. I can't.
What were you thinking?
I don't know.
My goodness. So I watched something this morning. It was a video of a young man who was talking about all of this with Charlie Kirk, and he said, you know, this is how he feels, and I posted something on my Facebook too, because I felt like I just needed to address it, because one by one, systematically, I am removing people from my Facebook, because it's not because I disagree with them on a political platform. It's because I cannot put somebody that I'm friends with in a category and then watch them be everything that I don't stand for.
Oh,
You know, if you are condoning violence and murder and just this new rhetoric that we're doing here of you don't like something, just take them out. I can't. And if you condone that, that shows me who you are as a person. And to me, I cannot, in good conscience, associate myself with that. I just can't do it. I don't want to. I don't want to professionally, and I don't want to personally. And that's my decision. I can decide that. Nobody can decide that for me. And that's
Right.
a decision I'm making. And that's basically what he said. He said, I'm not going to lose a friend over political or religious views, but I will dang sure lose every one of them over being a decent human being
yeah.
and not being a vile person that condones murder. You cannot say you're a Christian. You cannot say you're a Christian if you condone this.
Right.
To me, you cannot.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of people will agree.
Yeah, they
So
would agree. And
that's
they,
where I am with it.
and that's your choice. I mean,
Absolutely.
you can't pick your relatives, but you can choose your friends. You can pick
Mm-hmm.
your friends. Now, I have a slightly different twist on that.
Okay.
My twist is I got friends that I disagree 100% on a lot of stuff that they, and I'm like you, I don't care. You know, the sexual, gender, all that stuff, that's their business. They can live the way they want to live. That's their business. Doesn't bother me. Political, you can be I'm moderately conservative. You can be as liberal as you want. You can be as radically conservative as you want. That really doesn't bother me until it starts, like you said, to get into violence. And so when people that promote, my friends that are just really promoting violence and they're not decent about human life and of course I would feel real, if there was anybody that was like going to harm a child or a pedophile, that's, I can't, but I don't defriend them because I think I could be a positive influence against that. Now, I don't preach or anything about it, but I just believe in being decent, kind, honest, just those old, that people say old-timey values. But I figure if I can just stay in contact with them in a moderate way, I don't have to buddy up with them, but just converse with them and all, maybe I can soften them a little or change their attitude a little. Yeah. I may not be able to change their whole way of life, but they need, people that get radicalized are that way because they stick strictly with people that only believe the way they do. And they don't see another side or they don't see an alternative. And I just always thought, well, maybe I can be an alternative for decency. It may not stick, but what's the harm in trying?
Yep.
So that's the way I look at it. Now, if they were starting to get really toxic and stuff,
Yeah.
and on Facebook, I'll drop you in a second if you're going to be a jerk on Facebook. But generally speaking in society, I don't shun people that I don't always like or agree with because I think I can actually be as much of an influence for good on them as they are trying to be a bad influence on me. And I'm strong enough that they ain't going to change my mind or my way of thinking.
And I definitely see your point on that. As Christians, we should be able to keep witnessing.
But Facebook is not Christian. Facebook is a tool, and you don't have to swim with the nasty fishes in that sea. You can purge your, and so I'm just saying that was my take on that generally.
Yeah.
But I do agree with cleaning up your. I mean, if you got somebody that's always negative and spewing negative stuff, and you have to deal with it, and of course, if you're seeing it on your feast, then your friends are seeing it too. Yeah, get rid of them.
Yeah,
Dump them.
When you come on my Facebook page and you start spewing that crap,
It's like coming in your living room.
you're not going to do it.
I don't want somebody coming in my own house and sitting down and doing that kind of stuff.
And I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you. You're not gonna. I need to do this for my peace.
Right.
you're not going to disturb my peace because I've only got a few years left of it, here on this earthly world.
Right.
But I'm not going to have that disturbed by, and it's no other word but radical, because some of these people, I've only deleted a handful of people, but it's because they're so radical with it. And they won't listen. They're not willing. They're like what Charlie was trying to do. He tries to get people to think and listen and have a conversation. You got some people, they don't want to have a conversation. They don't want to listen. They just want to tell you that you're wrong, and basically.
Well, they don't want to be. They don't want to be unhinged.
I don't want to.
I think a lot of them are afraid you're going to change their mind, or you're going to point out where they may be wrong, and they don't want to hear that.
Exactly. And I've seen video after video after video about people who said, I wouldn't have watched anything Charlie Kirk put out there for nothing. But then I kept seeing all this stuff saying, you're not listening to the whole thing. These people are taking out snippets.
Right.
And they're cutting it off. They're not letting you hear the whole thing. So this guy was a young African-American man. He was probably in his 20s. He said, I had to go see for myself. Where was the breakdown? What was I not understanding about this? Because he had his view that Charlie was racist and that he was this and that. And he started watching full videos from start to finish of all these different campus debates that he went to. And he was like, my whole viewpoint of him completely changed, because nothing about him said hate.
Right.
Nothing about him was racially motivated.
He wasn't homophobic.
He was not anything. He wanted everybody to live together and love one another. He was preaching that. But he made a lot of young people think, he
did the clips that they saw just
apart.
Yeah, they cut them up so that you can make him look any way you wanted to when you do clips. That's what the news media gets accused of. They just show us these quick clips of things on the news, and you go, "Wow, that's horrible." Then when you later hear the whole story, you find out it was just the horrible part because it makes better viewing. So they don't put the good stuff in; they just put the radical or the weird or the crazy or the stupid stuff. So you'll watch.
Yeah, because I've had people that have been in interviews, and they say, "Well, they interviewed me." But a matter of fact, it was a customer that I went to see a week and a half ago. We were talking. He got interviewed by the news, and he said, "I watched the news for my segment, and they had clipped it up so much that they had me looking like I was saying one thing when that wasn't even part of it." And he said, "I called them and I let them have it, and I made them do a retraction." He said, "You're making me look like some kind of somebody, and I'm not having it. And I invited you. You asked, could you come here? And I said, yes. And then you're standing here making me look horrible, and I'm not going to stand for it." And he was like, you're going to fix this, because this is slander, really, the way they made it look." And they fixed it, but it happens. They'll chop something up to fit their criteria or their narrative or
what they think's more entertaining. Mm-hmm. That's terrible.
Exactly. It is 7:59. We're going to go ahead and take a break right now because our guest is here. Dylan Wallace is here. He's going to talk about the barbecue festival coming up this weekend.
I love barbecue festivals.
So y'all stay with us. We'll be right back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs, all conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
Yeah, a little bit of halfway.
Halfway. Our caddy corner getting my leg up on the table.
We
here.
are back. It's 8:01. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here on this Monday morning, and it is the first day of fall.
Yes.
Yay.
Today's the first day of fall.
If it will start feeling like it feels right now all the time, I will be extremely happy. We have our guest with us, Mr. Dylan Wallace. Good morning, Dylan.
Good morning, Miss Teresa. How we doing today?
Doing great. Thank you for coming in. So you have a big event. This
Little
this is the-
feller.
this
Little
is the
feller.
Just little, yeah.
We got him, poor guy,
Ginormous.
wedged in here.
These Chilton County guys, I mean, they are ginormous. Most of them that come in here are 8 feet tall, I swear.
That's all the barbecue we eat.
There you go, Dylan.
Barbecue and cornbread.
You know what? I love that too. We were talking
yeah.
during the break. My son, who grew up here, grew up in Montevallo, he ended up working in Boston and lives in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And he searches for decent barbecue up there. And it ain't the same.
It's not the same.
It's
It is
not the same. I think I want to go up there and open me a little shack, and just give them some good stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I can make a killing if we did that.
I think you
know?
could, because people love it, but there's a few places up there I found that do like a cross between barbecue and soul food,
Right.
and people love it. I mean, they don't even know what an okra is up there.
Go up there with some fried okra and just a little southern hospitality. Man, you'll
Yeah,
win
you know
them
what?
over.
You go in a store up there, like a grocery store, and you go up to the lady with your stuff, and you'll be checking you out, and you'll go, "How you doing?"
Yeah.
She stops and looks at you like, "What do you want to know?" I mean, they
Why you
don't
wanna
they
talk
don't
to me?
understand
Yeah.
just talking.
Yeah.
So,
I'd
so
stop
you're
there.
going to do a barbecue festival?
Yes, sir. This is the third annual Central Alabama Barbecue Festival. We started obviously 3 years ago, and we just started down here at the ballpark. And it was something that I honestly thought we was going to have like maybe 50 people show up. Ended up having I think we had 10 teams compete.
Wow!
And the first year we had 1,000 people come through the gate.
Holy cow! First year
First year, right out the gate, and I was like, "Wow, this is something that
shows you what people want.
exactly."
Yeah.
And it's good family fun. You get out and you can take the kids and enjoy the day. I was like, "This is something we need to try to continue." So we did it again last year. Well, of course, if you do something one time, you got to make it bigger and
yeah,
better the next
right.
time.
Absolutely.
So I got in touch with the county and the city, and ended up doing it at the airport. So last year we had 18 teams compete, and 2,000 people came to the
Holy
gate.
cow! Did anybody fly in for it?
Well, we didn't have very good weather.
Oh, okay.
So we did have 2 planes come in, and it was, bless their heart, you can tell they were fighting it. But so we're hoping and praying for good weather this time.
well,
on the forecast so
October
far,
is it October? When is it?
It's this weekend.
This weekend.
The 27th.
You know, October traditionally is the driest month of the year.
Yes, sir.
So hopefully you will have good weather.
If it stays like it's been this week, it's going to be great.
Good.
So we're looking forward to
Are
it.
you going to have it at the airport again?
At the airport again. Yes,
Excellent.
sir. Yep, we
So you're going to have a cruise in.
got a cruise in.
You got the fly in.
got the fly in.
Live music. Who you got?
So live music, we've got a local band here. It's just my little church band.
Okay.
Some friends of mine. They're gonna open us up.
What's the name of them?
No name band. it depends on what day it is.
love it.
I mean,
I
we
love
really don't have a name. It depends on
You
whatever
could
day
make
it is.
that part of the festival.
Yeah.
Name our band.
Instead of coming in with a horse with no name, we come in with a band with
Band
no
with
name.
no
Man, I love it.
But yeah, so then we got Ian Cuthbertson, good guy. He's kind of an indie country. And then we got another local bluegrass band here from Jemison that's going to be playing.
I love
I love me
bluegrass.
some bluegrass.
Me too.
Bluegrass and
Ooh,
barbecue.
You
Yeah,
can't go wrong.
That's peas and carrots. It just
That's
goes good.
right. I don't know
That
about
is
peas.
awesome. So now
Green
tell me
peas.
how you work the barbecue festival. Does everybody is there a charge to come in? Do they get to taste barbecue? They buy barbecue? How does it all work?
So it's a free event for entry. You come in. You get to roam around. The only money you're going to spend is if you purchase anything from the vendors that are set
I
up.
gotcha.
And then we do have a People's Choice division. So you pay $10 and you get you a little admit one ticket, and you get to go around and taste pulled pork from each team that's participating in People's Choice.
Oh, I like that.
And then at the end of the day, you take that ticket and put it in the box to the designated team. And we'll count those tickets and determine who won.
Who's the People's Choice winner is.
People's Choice. Yes, sir.
And how many teams do you anticipate this year? Do you know yet?
Currently, we're sitting at 12.
Really? That's
So,
good.
We've got a couple more days to sign up. So if you want to sign up, go to centralalabamabbqfestival.com. You can register there. You got 2 more days.
Okay, good. So if you're a barbecuer and you like that, now, do you give out like awards?
Oh, it's cash money. Cash money. Yeah, we're giving out over $5,000 in cash.
All right, so you talked about, that's a lot of money. You talked about pulled pork, right?
Yes.
So what is it? Can it be pulled shoulder, loin? What I mean,
the People's Choice division is pulled pork. It can be shoulder, loin, whatever, just pulled pork. But the KCBS competition, which is chicken and ribs,
gotcha.
that's where your money comes in. That's,
Is that right?
That's where these guys are coming in. These 13 teams are coming in. They're chasing points, kind of like NASCAR.
Y'all are a sanctioned event.
We are
very
KCBS
good.
sanctioned.
Very good.
Yes, sir. So
That's Kansas City.
Kansas City Barbecue Society.
Right.
That's correct. Yep.
So, do they also? Is that I always think of Kansas City barbecues being more dry rub and not so wet.
Right.
But Southern barbecue tends to be wetter.
Yes, sir.
Does it matter?
No, sir. So that Kansas City has they put on classes to teach you how to judge. So they have judges
That know what they're doing.
They come in and they have scorecards, and when you turn in, they base you on appearance, taste, texture, aroma, all the stuff.
Oh, okay.
So it's equal playing field. It doesn't matter how you do it, just whatever the judges feel like that.
So People's Choice will be just pulled pork, but you also will have chicken. You'll have ribs.
Yes.
You have brisket.
Not for this. It's a backyard comp, so we don't have any brisket. Brisket kind of comes in when you get to the pro level.
Yeah, that and the out Texas way.
Yeah,
all
out Texas,
yeah,
yeah.
they live that.
Yeah.
I prefer pork. I'm a pork barbecue guy.
It's cheaper and easier.
Yeah, it is. I think it tastes better.
I've been smoking meat for a few years now, and I've yet to smoke a brisket. I just can't bring myself
to do it,
to spend $150 and run
Right.
it. I'm scared to screw it up.
I'm with you.
I'm with you on that.
I'd rather get my little pork butt or whatever, and if I screw it up, I can still use. Barbecue. Let me tell you what barbecue is. When it's good, it's really, really good. Mm-hmm. When it's bad, it's still pretty dang good.
It's still pretty good, yeah. Especially that next day.
I love it.
You don't. I've never really had that bad. I have had a few, but not many. Yeah. So, why did you start this? What's the whole point of that first one?
So the whole point of the first one, we're going to bring back the dreaded days of COVID.
Yep.
Everybody was locked in the house.
It was brutal.
You couldn't go out to eat, and barbecue spiked. Everybody was buying grills. Everybody was cooking, and everybody was just spending time as a family. And I was like, man, this is great. You're hearing your friends talk about we grilled this, we grilled that, and I'm like, I wouldn't have done it that way, and I probably wouldn't have cooked mine that way. So I got thinking. I said, we need to have a competition. Mm-hmm. And so we were having some competitions at my church that I'd put on. And that year, the Chilton Baptist Association, I was talking with them. I'm like, why don't you be the brotherhood director for Chilton Baptist? I'm like, okay, well, I can do that. I do that at the church already. And I was like, why don't we just take this instead of doing it at our local church, just countywide?
Right.
So I saw a couple of competitions on YouTube, and I was like, we're going to bring this to Clanton. So that's just how it did. I went to Smoke on the Water up in Gadsden and watched how they do theirs. I was like, I'm going to bring this back to Chilton County. And it just kind of went from there.
Well, you've done this is the third one coming up?
This is the third. Yes,
That's
sir.
amazing growth in 3 years.
I was shocked.
2.5 years, whatever.
I think, and it's just something different that we don't have here. I mean, we've got Peach Jam, which is enormous.
I love Peach Jam.
But I feel like this is more, it's just different. It's got a different feel to it.
Well, sure. I've gone to, I used to judge, and I even competed years ago. Our radio station in Birmingham decided I cooked, I've always smoked and grilled. And so we had a couple other guys, we thought, we'll get in on that. Yeah. And we didn't do that great, but we had a great time.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yep.
And then, but we did it at Sloss Furnace for the big sanctioned event there. I have a cousin that competes, and he does good on it. But it is, like you said, magnificent because it's a free event.
Yes, sir.
So you can come in and wander around and watch. You can pick up tips. You can talk to these people. They're proud to tell you what they do. They really are.
Yes, they are.
They're really
and they'll let you try their food and everything.
It's something you can do with Pawpaw, the parents, and the grandkids.
That's right.
The kids and grandkids. It's a family event, and those are hard to come by
They
nowadays.
are. They're few and far between nowadays. You are correct.
They are. And anything that resembles like a big old neighborhood picnic.
Oh, man.
It just, people want to be a part of that. It just kind of reminds you of back in the day when they used to have a lot of those big gatherings. You'd have neighborhoods and just big festivals like kind of what you're doing here, and everybody bring a potluck something, and you have the main dish was just the barbecue. Now, when you cook, do you have your own? Did you like buy one of those big green eggs or a different kind of smoker? What do you smoke your meat in?
Anything and everything.
So my stepdad, he had a big green egg.
I've had one for 30 years.
His quit working, and he just said, well, I don't know if I want to go spend another. Let me just make one. So he made one out of those big metal barrels. You know what I'm talking about?
A smoker? Yeah.
That's
he
what
made a
we had.
smoker with a big old thing off the back of it. He just put it together himself. It was wild.
That's what we had growing up. Was just old
50-gallon drum on its side.
Something my uncle made on a shutdown one weekend, and but I ended up I have a Primo, which is it's like a big green egg, but it's oval and it's
Right.
It's
I
made
love
in
those things.
They're awesome.
I bought the first big green, big green egg wasn't that big.
Right.
Then they made the big green egg.
the large one.
And I bought it and was astounded at how danged heavy it was and how hard it was to move. But anyway, I've had it. All you have to do, you just buy new grates and new seals, and that things will last forever. I mean, they're ceramic. But I have to admit, I have a little envy for the one like you're talking about because I like the oval better than the round.
Right.
And it gives you more cooking surface, and it's a little easier to handle.
Everybody had the big green egg, and I was like, those are so cool. But I'm like, I want something different. I got to be different.
Yeah,
I'm just
there
saying,
you go.
I've got to be different.
What color is yours?
It's black.
White.
Black.
Right. Oh, black.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot. I like that.
Yeah.
Mine's the green egg. And I got a buddy that's got a real bright red one. He's a Crimson Tide fan, so he loves that.
Yeah, my husband, Crimson Tide fan, his is bright red too.
Yeah.
But I use it more than he does.
So-
I grill everything on it.
How many local people sign up for this, and how many come from all over the place?
So we've got teams coming from Georgia, Mississippi, of course, Alabama. And local, when you say local, I think of like
I'm
Chilton
thinking
County and
within
Tri-County.
Yeah, 2 or 3 counties.
So we've got 5 local
Oh,
guys.
really? That's a lot.
Everybody else is coming from North Alabama, a couple from South Alabama, and then, like I said, Georgia and Mississippi. So
Yeah, so there's some of the best barbecue I ever had years ago. I lived in Florence, Alabama, and there was all the guys up there would put a hot slaw on their pulled pork, and it was wonderful. But then Big Bob Gibson came up with that white sauce,
white
which I
sauce.
can't stand.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's
I like
mayonnaise
white
and
sauce.
pepper and vinegar, and now
it's
I like it on chicken.
chicken and turkey.
that's true. I wouldn't put it on.
I wouldn't put it on. I don't put it on pork.
pork or anything.
Chicken and I tear it up on some turkey.
I wouldn't mind it on chicken.
You
But
give me a
it's
turkey
funny-
leg with some white sauce, boy. I'm like a fat
Oh
kid
yeah,
on
now.
cake.
Yeah,
And
true.
now you're making me hungry. But it's funny how there are so many different styles of smoking and barbecue. And what's funny to me is most of it's all pretty good. I mean, you can see some people doing radical things the way they prep their meat or marinate it or whatever. I know one guy that marinates all of his barbecue, and he makes great barbecue in not pomegranate. What is papaya? Papaya is supposedly a natural meat tenderizer, but it doesn't particularly give it a flavor. And I've looked for 3 years and I can't find just pure papaya juice. And he orders it from somewhere, but it's a big name restaurant in Birmingham that I'm not going to give the names because I don't know if he'd want me to, but it's in Bessemer, and it's phenomenal barbecue.
Yeah.
But it's funny that every time I go to these competitions and talk to these guys, I learn something that I want to go home right then and try. I can't wait to go home and try some of these
You
techniques.
just get excited about it. Yeah,
I do.
and that's another good thing. So this year we've added a new thing. We're doing actually a kids queue.
Really?
So we've got. I think last time I checked, we've got 10 kids signed up. And
phenomenal.
We're gonna cook Conecuh hot dogs. So
So you're gonna have a little grill set up, and they're gonna cook on the grill.
We've got little solo stoves, and you're gonna just cook them over open fire. They have to bring their own buns and their own fixings, but we're gonna provide the Conecuh dog.
Really? You'll give them the Conecuh
We'll
dog?
give them the Conecuh dog. So I'm looking forward to seeing the kid. And I'm gonna get with our teams that's competing, and we're gonna line up when they do their turn in. So it's gonna be like a walk of champions. They're gonna come, and everybody's cheering on them.
Oh
and everything.
man, that's
I'm
phenomenal. Can kids sign up for
Kids
that?
can sign up. Yeah, go to our Facebook Central Alabama Barbecue Festival Facebook page, and just send us a message on the age group and stuff like that, and we'll get you signed up.
Central Alabama Barbecue Festival.com is if they need to contact you, and Central Alabama Barbecue Festival on Facebook for your Facebook page.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
God, Dylan, this sounds phenomenal.
It
Dude,
does.
I'm really
Gates
excited.
open what time?
Gates open to the public at 10
Okay.
10 a.m. this Saturday at the airport.
at the airport in Chilton County. That's correct.
Chilton County
For
Airport.
Folks that maybe don't know exactly where the airport is, we all have signs that
We
kind
will
of tell
have
them how to get there.
we'll have signs. We'll have signs that kind of point which road to turn on here. Airport Road in Chilton County or in Clanton. We got signs telling you how to park. It'll be well.
I used to
mapped
fly,
out.
and I loved coming to Chilton County Airport. It was great, and you had a Dr. Foshi down here for years that did all the could do the FAA physicals.
Yes, sir.
And I'd come see Dr. Foshi because you could land at the airport and literally walk over to his office, and or get the courtesy car.
That's right.
And I did that for years, and it's a great airport. Of course, It's got that memorial. A lot of people don't know about. Was it the Blackwood brothers that crashed out there and
I think that's right.
killed? I think that's right. It was back in the 50s.
You were telling me about
Well,
that.
and the actual, I just lost the word. Man, the actual hangars were from Tuskegee.
Oh, that's right. They moved
Yeah.
some of those hangars
Yeah.
from Tuskegee to
That's right.
Clanton. That's right.
Yeah.
Billy Singleton.
Yes, sir.
Do you know Billy?
Yes, sir.
Billy's a great guy and a pilot. He's in the Aero Club with me, and I've known him for 40 years, I guess now. He is a great writer, and he writes he's written 2 or 3 books on aviation history that's phenomenal.
Yes, sir.
So Billy, I'm sure he'll be out
he'll be.
there.
Yeah, he'll be there.
He's a great guy, one of our councilmen or something.
Yeah, city councilman. Yeah, I've talked with Mr.
And he's on
Billy.
the airport board, I think.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I had
Billy
to,
Singleton.
had to talk to Mr. Billy before we could even get set up over there.
Right.
So
He's
Is
a
he
great
okay?
guy.
Yeah,
I
yes,
love
sir.
Billy
Yep,
Singleton.
yep,
So,
yep.
I can't wait. I may be back in town. I've got to go to Texas this week. But if I get back I'll be down there. I'm hate that I'm going to be gone. Wonder if I get somebody to fly me in.
come
from
on,
Tex-
do the
Yeah.
fly
That would
in.
be
Come
fun
on
if you
in.
could
do
That's
that.
right. Yeah, that'd be good.
Well,
That would be awesome.
Does this benefit anything, or do you just do it to do it?
I just do it to do it. Honestly, the money we raise, we put it right back into the event for
Good.
next year.
So make it bigger and better every year.
and it's really just come out to be a wash every year.
Yeah. I'm
But
surprised
I'm
you
okay
can do
with
it.
I'm okay with that. As long
Well-
as it's a wash every year,
Yeah.
and we can continue to do it, I'm
Well,
okay with
I
that.
love the fact you're doing this with the kids too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
they
awesome.
don't get a lot of chance to participate in a lot of
Right.
things like this, and this will make little boys and girls don't always get a chance. Like with my kids, I was king of the grill. I didn't
Yeah.
mind them flipping one burger.
Mm.
Get away! This is mine.
Well, and
My
it's
dad was like that.
But it's something different too, because in today's time, we put so much emphasis on sports,
Right,
and kids don't feel validated if they don't play sports.
right.
Well, this is something different that, I may not be good at baseball, basketball, football, or soccer,
But I can cook
but I
'em.
can cook.
Yep.
I can do something, and we don't put emphasis on that for kids nowadays.
I think that's phenomenal. And it also teaches a little more self-reliance. It teaches them that
Right.
they can do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, you're going to have it safe with the fire and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up, I was a firebug when I was a kid, and now everybody's so worried about safety.
still am.
I kind of wish you should have some permanent scars from burns if you ever grew up right, just like falling off a bike or something,
Yes, sir.
But I think it's going to be a great event. I just pray for good weather for you.
I do too. I think, but regardless, it's going to be fun.
Well,
We'll have
that's
a good
right.
time.
Even if it's rainy, it's still they're
That's
going
right.
to be cook. Those barbecues are going to compete.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they
That's
are.
right. The first year we did it, I didn't advertise a whole lot. One, I didn't have the budget, and 2, I didn't really know what to expect, so I didn't want to have an influx of people there and I not be able to handle it.
Right.
So the first year we were down there at the ballpark and everybody's cooking, and we had cars come in. It's like, I didn't know where y'all were set up, but the whole town smells like barbecue.
Yeah, that's
I just followed the smell.
you might have somebody flying over the airport and not be. What's that smell? Let's land down there and see what that is.
Now, are there restaurants that's participating in this, or is this all individuals?
We do have a local restaurant. You Better Eat.
Okay.
Chris Corbel.
Chris?
Chris Corbel, yeah.
Yeah,
Good friend of mine, good buddy of mine.
He's a great guy.
His turkey is awesome.
He's competing, and he'll have his food truck set up and sell.
Oh, he will, so I can come by and not only try barbecue, I can buy a beignet.
Get you. Well, I don't know if he'll do beignets. I'm sure he will.
He better.
I'll put a phone call in for you.
Put a phone call in for me.
Dollar Bill's come and get a beignet.
No, that's great. He does good barbecue.
He does.
He really does.
He does.
Excellent.
I haven't had my Cajun fix since he closed his.
I know he closed. You Better Eat.
Yeah.
And
He's been
that
setting
just
up,
kills
though. You
me.
just gotta look at his Facebook page to see where he's
see where his truck's at, yeah.
where his truck's at, because he was up here locally last week.
Last week, yeah.
Yeah.
Because some people saw it. And said,
I'll get my fix this weekend. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, man, we sure appreciate you talking
thank
about
y'all so
this.
much for having me.
And give the website one more time if they want to enter into the contest.
CentralAlabamaBBQFestival.com.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate you so much
thank
for
y'all
coming
for
in.
having me.
Hope
Now you
have
can
a
stand up and
phenomenal
stretch
turnout.
and get
Get my
out
leg out from under this table.
His legs probably won't work for a while. I think
Be a
they're
little shaky. It's all good.
He's all crunched up under here. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Thank you so
you,
much
man.
for having
Appreciate
me.
Look how much taller he is than us sitting
know.
down. Oh, God. I'm not standing up. I look like a midget. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan. Have a good one.
Barbecue
he's up and
Festival
out.
this Saturday at the airport. I can't wait. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, Dylan, you got to sign a record out there if you hadn't already. Oh, it's 8:22. We got to take a break. Sorry, we're behind. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we got to talk about some different things that happened in the area, but also out of the area. Look, some flights in Dallas got majorly delayed, and I had a friend who was stuck there and had something to say about it. So we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill. We'll be right back.
For the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation, open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
We are back. The time is 8:27. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and Dollar Bill here with you.
Good morning.
Broadcasting live from Clanton Tractor Studios on this Monday, the first day of fall, which I'm extremely excited about. The other thing I'm excited about is that I'm going to be leaving for my cruise on Wednesday night, and you all will not see me until next Tuesday. So I'd love to say, I'm going to miss you.
But you'd be lying out your butt
I'd probably be lying a little bit.
You'd be lying.
Hubby, though, the guilt trip that I have been on now for the last week about me leaving him all alone has been.
He's a grown man.
Well,
Now, who all's going on the cruise?
myself, my daughter-in-law, and her mother.
Good. A girls' trip.
Girls' trip. It's a
Good
mother-daughter
deal.
thing. We even have T-shirts.
Just remember, hubby wouldn't want to be in on
No,
that.
he wouldn't go on a
It's
cruise
a girls'
anyway.
trip. Yeah, he
But
don't.
he's like, I get because I may not have service. If he was like, I could keel over and I'd be eaten by the dog by the time you get back, kind of.
He'll be okay. He'll be fine.
But he did say normally, like if I've been sick or something, he would not go to trivia without me. He's like, because I don't want to leave you home. And I was like, well, I told you to go. So when I'm sick, I don't necessarily want the hover.
Yeah, I
can't-
want to be left alone when I'm
Ooh,
sick.
and I'm grumpy.
Let me get in my room, get in the bed or whatever, get comfy, and let me suffer in peace.
Yes, I want to be left alone. I really do. Check on me,
Sure.
but don't bug me.
Right.
That's
I don't
just
want
how
to
I've
talk.
always been. I don't
I
want to
just want to be
talk.
miserable and deal with it.
And I appreciate people that call and check on me.
Right.
But then I feel obligated to reply. But then if they don't call and check on me, I get my feelings hurt.
Well, I
So,
don't get my feel. You can.
But I don't want to be bugged. Like, don't. I don't want to entertain. I don't want company. I don't want any of that. I appreciate everybody checking. But I have to, when I'm miserable, I just am in a place. I cannot explain it.
I'm the same way. I don't.
And I'm so.
Mary doesn't understand that, and she keeps coming in. Can I get you? And she's being wonderful. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want that. I mean, I want just. if I need something, I'll get it or I'll holler or something. But if I'm miserable, I just want to be left alone. And like you said, you check on me, but I'm not going to sit and talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. I'm dealing with it internally, and that's what I want to do.
Now hubby's real good. He doesn't hover. He goes to the store and he'll get everything I need.
Right.
Like, I mean, he'll get the power aids. He gets the medicines, the cough drops,
Right.
anything and everything I
They'll
can.
try to
Even
give you
me
relief
some-
and help keep you hydrated.
Gets me some little snacks, things he thinks I might want to eat a little bit at a time or whatever. He'll fix something, and he'll just say, "Are you ready to eat? Are you ready?"
Right.
Or if I'm asleep and I need to take a medicine,
He'll wake you up and
me
give
up
it
to
to
take
you.
that. But he's good. He figured out how I am into that I'm to be left alone. He, on the other hand, when he's sick, will you come lay with me? And I'm like, okay.
Well,
I really don't. Well, I don't.
How many children did you have?
3.
All right. You went through 3 labors and deliveries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you understand what it's like for a man with a cold.
Oh yes, exactly, exactly.
I mean,
Well,
only a person that's had horrible long labors and almost died and hurt and were almost near death understand what it feels like to be a man and have a sniffle or a cold. We are dying. We are pitiful. We're beyond sick.
I love the fact that he wants me to lay with him, but then when
I
I'm
don't want
laying
that.
with him, I feel like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Is it okay if I watch TV? Is it okay if I watch things on
I
my
don't
phone?
want nobody
If I
laying with
do,
me.
I gotta pull the volume all the way down because I don't want to disturb him. So then I'm just like, and I just feel kind of like, so I'll let him get to sleep good,
Then
and
you
then I'll
slide out.
slide like I did with my kids. I slide out and I'll go in the living room
Tippy
and I'll
toe out
sit.
and shut the door real quiet.
And then I'll
Yeah.
check on him every now and again. When he had COVID, though, his temperature got really high, and I was very concerned about him because it was getting up in the 103, and
Yeah.
he was really sick. And it was he didn't want to he didn't want to wake up long enough to take his medicine either, and I had to make him do it, which he didn't like that either. But he did last time he got sick, which has been about 5 or 6 months ago. He was like, "Will you come lay with me?" And I was like, "I sure will." And I went in there and laid down. But then I was like, "Okay, now I'm stuck. I don't know what can I."
What do I
don't
do?
want to watch TV. I don't want to do anything that's going to interrupt him. But I knew he wanted
Somebody
to be
there.
there. He wanted somebody to be there. So I just kind of rubbed his head and.
Oh, you're sweet.
I am sweet.
I
I
don't
don't get
want
enough
that.
credit.
I've almost one time I almost got up and locked the door so Mary couldn't come in and check on me. She checked on me so much I was getting irritated, and that's not good.
No,
They're
because
trying
they
to be.
mean well.
She's trying to
They
be.
do
Means
mean
really well. I mean, means
But-
she's wonderful, but
Not long after we started dating, I mean, we'd gone on maybe 1 or 2 dates, a couple of dates, and I got COVID and I got COVID pneumonia, and he wanted to come over and take care of me, and I was like, no. And it was one because I felt awful, and it was new, and I didn't want to feel like I had to entertain.
Right.
But also, I did not want him to see me like that
Right.
because I had not showered.
no makeup.
No makeup, my hair every which way, and I can't even remember if I brushed my teeth or not. I'm sure I didn't have deodorant. I was just barely making it.
You were just
and
surviving.
I just didn't. And he wanted to come over, and I was like, no, I'm okay. Please don't. Next thing I know, he said, check your porch. He had drove all the way from Calera to Odenville and left me a care package.
Oh.
And then I felt terrible. I was like, gosh, he drove all that way. And
That's all right.
I didn't even know he was there, or if he'd have knocked, I would have let him in anyway. And then I would have been like, oh, he can't. But
But you also hadn't showered, no deodorant, hair.
if I'd have known he was coming, yes, I would have put a little effort in him. I felt bad. But he did say this time, even though he wouldn't go to trivia without me before, that since I'm not going to be there,
He won't feel guilty
he
going.
won't feel guilty about going. So I think he's going to go to trivia Friday night. I think
Good.
he should. I think he shouldn't just
Yeah, sure he
mope
should.
around. He'll be sad. He and the dog both will be sad.
Yeah, he's gonna be batching it a little bit. It'll be
A
fine.
bit, yeah.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yes, it does. Football, high school football. We got to talk about that. We had some pretty good games this past week, and it was Maplesville over Autauga Academy, 38-0. Verbena
Wow.
over Elwood Christian, 46-12.
Wow.
Thorsby over Hale County, 42-37.
Boy, these are some big numbers.
Yes, they are. Unfortunately, it was Pelham over Clanton, 35-0.
Wow. Big numbers too, but not good.
Yep, Sipsey Valley over Jemison, 26-7. But it was Isabella over Aliceville, 30-22. So congratulations to our teams that won. So proud of them. So that makes Maplesville and Thorsby whatever in O they are. Is it 4-0, 5-0?
Probably at
They
this
might be
point.
5-0 now. So they're having, both of them are having some good season. I already see playoffs in both of their futures for sure. And even Jason, we were talking a little bit Friday. I went by there. They had a thing that they were doing for Charlie Kirk. You could go by there and sign a registry and then they had paper you could like write a little note. I went by there and did that. And then they had a prayer service at Mineral Springs Baptist Church, and the whole community was invited for that. And from what I understand, they had a huge turnout for that.
Wow.
So, but I went by there, and Jason and I talked a little football, and he said that, yeah, definitely Thorsby and Maplesville are on their way. It looks like if they win their region games, for sure they're gonna make it. So
Good deal.
I'm excited. I like to see hometown teams do well. And our super fan that won last Thursday, she came to Jemison for their homecoming, and she was the super fan winner, Tiffany Anderson. So congratulations to Tiffany. And if you want to attempt to be the super fan of the week for Piper Peach Radio, then all you got to do is show up to Durbin Farms when they're having the coaches show and bring your spirit with you. You get dressed up, be loud and proud, whatever it is you got to do, and then you just may win a T-shirt.
Last week we went to Durbin Farms. I sat in the
you?
area where they do the coaches show.
Yeah.
And talk to the folks, that run Durbin Farms, which I've known them on and off for years. But you know what? I bought a tub of their pimento cheese that they make there. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable.
I haven't had pimento cheese since I threw it up when I was about 5.
Yeah, if something turns on you when you're little, it's hard to get it back.
Yeah.
But man, I love pimento cheese if it's good. And their pimento cheese is one of the best I've ever had.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I may have to try it just because of
It's
that.
phenomenal if you like pimento cheese. To me, it is. It's very traditional. It doesn't have a lot of weird stuff in it. Like, they don't put jalapenos in. They don't put weird. It's pretty much the cheese, the pimentos, maybe a little mayo, salt and pepper, maybe. I don't know. But it is so good. And I think there's a good chance I'm going to leave here in a little bit and go, instead of going north home, go south first, hit Durbin Farms, get some more of that pimento cheese, and then go home. Because it was phenomenal.
So some folks got stuck at the Dallas airport over the weekend when flights were rerouted after telecommunications outage.
They're having a lot of trouble with that stuff now.
And one of the things too is my friend Becky, she and her hubby, they were on their anniversary trip, and that's where they had flown into Dallas, and they got stuck, and it caused them to miss part of their trip.
Oh.
So they paid for 7 days, and they're only getting 5. They missed the cruise ship in Seattle because of the down stuff in Dallas. So they had to sleep at the Seattle airport to fly to Alaska the following morning, and they had to pay for a hotel.
Did they get a little refund for missing 2 days on the cruise?
She does not say. She just says they have to pay for a hotel, and they paid for a 7-day cruise, but they're only
The
getting
airline
5 days.
didn't pay for any of that?
I would think they should, but it doesn't look like they got anything right away. Now, I'm sure if they rally hard enough, they will probably get some compensation. That would hack me off for sure. If I miss part of my
That's
vacation
like a once in a
because of that.
lifetime thing to go to Alaska, do an Alaskan cruise on your anniversary, and you miss 2 of the 7 days.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's not small stuff.
No, it would. Yeah, that had me feeling some kind of way for sure. But see, I know Becky, and the fact that she said they had to pay for their own hotel. Sounds like Becky let it slide. And no way. I would forget my religion and be like, y'all are not going to ruin my trip. You're going to fix this somehow. I don't care if it costs you $1 bazillion, you're going to fix it. But it says the air controllers lost radar and some communications on Friday afternoon, and that the outage was due to a local telephone company equipment issue.
That's the thing that scares me is we're so dependent now on certain things that, if an enemy wanted to just shut us down, it wouldn't take a lot.
Well, it practically happened, when I was going, my dad was really sick before he passed away, and I went to see my sister to help out, and I got stuck. I did American Airlines, and I went from Birmingham to Charlotte. And the Birmingham flight got delayed by about 2 hours. And then when I went to Charlotte, I was delayed for about 6.
Oh, my God.
And I was in that Charlotte airport sitting the whole time I'm thinking, if I'd have driven, I'd be there by now. That's the only thing that kept rolling through my head. If I'd have just driven, I'd already be there. And I was so irritated. But I wanted to take the quick way because I wanted to get down there quick and help her because things were going really south for my daddy at the time. But the same thing happened. They had some kind of a breach, and it shut down almost all the airports that day. All the airports were grounded and behind, and it was a mess. And they finally got it fixed, and they wouldn't tell us what was going on. We didn't find out until afterwards what had happened.
While you were being
while
delayed,
we were grounded.
yeah.
They just like, well, there's just some delays and blah blah blah. And they, as of this article that I'm looking at, they were working with the telephone company to find out what the issue was. I don't think they even know. But did you know that the Dallas airport is the 3rd busiest airport in the world?
DFW,
Yep.
Dallas-Fort Worth, yeah.
And is a major hub for American Airlines.
Yep. Yeah. I tend to, when I go out to Texas, I like to go to Love Field, the alternative to DFW.
Yep. And it looks
It's
like
it's an older airport, but it's smaller, and it's so much easier to me than the mess at DFW.
that's Southwest Airlines operates their hub out of there.
I love it. Sure does.
But it said hundreds of flights were delayed. And I mean, look, if I had to sleep in a hotel, in a airport for a while and then get a hotel room,
Yeah, it's I've slept in the airports before. We had flight delays, and I missed a connecting flight, and I pretty much spent 10 to 12 hours sitting in an airport waiting on the next flight. If it was a late flight that I missed, and then there's not another one till the next day, you're on your own. You just gotta get in, see if you can find a couple of 3 chairs together so you can lay across them.
I went to Universal back in end of June, 1st of July.
Right.
And that they had the Epic Universe. It was new.
The new one.
Newest,
Have you seen where that guy got killed?
That's what I was just going to tell you.
Blunt force trauma killed him.
From the roller coaster.
But
That's why I don't ride them.
I don't understand because they've been running it, I guess, nonstop for months. Hundreds, maybe thousands of people have already now ridden in that new roller coaster. What was the story with this one guy? How did he end up being killed by blunt force trauma riding a roller coaster? Were they not buckled in right? Was it something that one car or seat did? I don't understand how they can have one guy, and he wasn't that old. He was like 52 or something. He wasn't like he was 80.
32.
Oh, 32. Yeah, I remember he was young.
Paralyzed. He had some paralysis.
He was. I didn't know that.
It says here that he died from multiple blunt injuries. Now, he rode the Stardust Racers roller coaster. I don't know. We rode one, but I don't even remember now. I think it was Mario Kart or something. I don't even know what it was. But, there's one at Six Flags. It's like the mine you get in there, and that thing.
Oh yeah, beats you to death.
It beats you slap to death, and I'm wondering.
But I love it.
If that was a situation like this,
I guess if he had paralysis, he couldn't control himself, so it beat him to death in that thing. Literally,
it looks like his arms. He could use those, but everything else, he had a spinal injury. So, and it says he was unresponsive after the roller coaster stopped, but the medical examiner has ruled his death an accident, and they are still trying to investigate what may have caused it. There is a GoFundMe page set up for him. So far they've raised about $25,000. That is sad.
That is sad.
But things like that can happen, and that right there is one major reason why I don't do roller coasters, because I'm afraid my heart might stop in the middle of it, because some of those are
They're
wild.
scary.
They're
Yeah.
very scary. No, I'm not doing
That's amazing.
it.
But you got to figure if they can run thousands and thousands of people through it, and then one guy has such dramatic, injuries, something's either weird with him or something was weird with that one seat that one time. I don't know. That's pretty sad.
Yeah. Did you see? Oh my God, man, fine. So my stuff got all jacked up. All my stuff is all over the place. Did you see where they have some people have died from this flesh-eating bacteria?
Is that the one from the comes out of the water, or that new thing that's going around
It's
that's
in
off
the
a tick?
water. It's
Yeah.
no, it's from the water. And I had it pulled up, and for whatever reason, some of this stuff it's all over the place now. It's all weird. But I was like, can we not have anything? The roller coasters, the beaches. I mean, come on.
Well, that flesh-eating virus, I don't know what it is, the flesh-eating bacteria, whatever it is. It's been around for a little while now in some of the waters, the brackish waters or whatever. And I don't know, do they know what causes it, where it comes from? Because remember, they've had a couple of the instances of that over the last 5 or 6 years.
This is saying here that this really aggravates me. It says it would hit Louisiana. 5 people have now died in Louisiana, and dozens of others have been sickened, and it's an ongoing outbreak of vibriosis, an illness caused by the flesh-eating bacteria. It says the health department confirmed the latest death on September 16th, and it's saying that the coastal state still is seeing a high number of these cases. It has more than doubled from last year. This is makes me not want to get in no kind of water. And I love the beach, but I really don't get in the water much. I go to the beach and I sit on the sand, and I like to watch the waves rolling in, feel the breeze. But I like to be also at the pool, at the condo,
Where it's clean.
on the beach.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Where there's
spend most
chlorinated
of my
water and no
time.
sharks.
Yes. No sharks, no jellyfish. I'm not stepping on no seashells. I'm just going
Yeah.
straight to the pool. Yeah.
No, what are the jellyfish? Oh, I got stung bad by jellyfish one year down at Panama City Beach. Bad.
Those things, my son got.
Yeah,
he got
they can
pretty
hurt. They
good.
can sting you.
It got him, because y'all get in the water with nothing on.
Right.
And so those
I-
things get you, and he had it like all over his chest, around
I
his
did
rib
too.
cage. Oh,
I had it
gosh.
across my face.
Oh, gosh.
I was out there where the
What in the
water
world?
would wash over. I was out about chest high. And we were letting the waves wash over us, and how you jump up when the wave comes and you kind of float up.
Yep.
And just as I was floating up and this wave was kind of coming over me, I saw the jellyfish. And it went behind me, but the tentacles scraped across my body and my face. Boy, I came out of there, I was hurting. And,
bet.
one guy was trying to convince me, I had it all over my face and my chest. And he said, somebody had to pee on me that's supposed to stop the burning.
I've heard that does not really work. That was
Well,
just
it's a good
something-
thing because I refused anyway. I
my
said,
mom, when she got stung when I was younger, we went to Panama City Beach. It was one time when I went to the beach, and then I'd gone one other time when I was like 13, and until I was an adult, I had not been since. But she got stung by a jellyfish, and that's what they told her to put was meat tenderizer on it.
was what?
Meat tenderizer. So
I've
we went
heard
to
that
the store
too.
and got
Like
it and sprinkled
that
it.
Adolph's meat tenderizer. Yeah.
Yep.
Did it work?
It did. It sure did.
Meat tenderizer.
That's just one of those things you hear and you think.
Don't know if it really works or not.
It really worked for my mom because the people that were around her told her that's what she needed to do, was to do that, and she did, and it worked. Thank
Wow.
goodness. Yeah.
Well, I didn't have meat tenderizer, and I wasn't going to let anybody pee on me, so.
Well, I don't blame you. I'm not letting anybody pee on me either. It's 8:50. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will be in the final stretch of Morning Mayhem on this Monday, back at it Monday, which I would complain that it's Monday, except for
You're getting ready to go on a
I'm getting
cruise.
ready to
You
go on a
don't care.
cruise.
Nothing's bothering you now.
this is really my Wednesday.
You're in the final stretch for that, too.
This is my Wednesday. This is hump day for me, so I'm excited. So y'all hang out with us a little bit longer. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts.
We are back. The time is 8:52. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you, and we broadcast every day from the Clinton Tractor Studio. Maplesville is having an event this weekend, too, so you can do 2 events in one. You can go to Maplesville and go to Harvest Day.
Harvest Day.
Yep, it's going to be from 11 until 3 this Saturday. It's going to be on Main Street in Maplesville. They're going to have food, games, vendors, and more, and they're saying, come on out and shop for all your fall needs or early Christmas shopping.
How cool. That's in Maplesville.
Yep.
That's Saturday, 11 to what?
11 to 3, and they do this as a fundraiser for their old-fashioned Christmas, which will be in December. And last year we went to that, and it was cold.
Oh, I bet.
It was so cold outside. But it wasn't as bad during the day, but when the sun started going down a little bit, Baden and I about froze to death. I mean, it was cold, but it was a huge event. I could not believe that a little town like that had that many people come to their event.
That's
from
neat.
all over the place. And we got the Redneck Olympics too. I forgot about this. Hold on, let me get the info.
Redneck Olympics.
Redneck Olympics is this weekend. I don't have any info on it. Baden,
Where do they have it?
where is it? I don't have anything on.
Where? Manuka Park.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
That fits Redneck Olympics.
Redneck Olympics.
As most of my relatives call it, Manuki.
Manuki. A lot of people call it that. Yeah.
But they also call a Sipco a Sipico.
It is. Yep. Redneck Olympics is going to be this Saturday from 10 to 6. It's $20 per person, but all proceeds go to Manuka Park. Oh, my gosh. At some of the events, they got a burping contest, mud wrestling, best tattoo, best mullet, best dressed family, best dressed baby, best pimp's lifted truck, watermelon seed spitting.
I can do pretty good with that.
Best holler, hot dog eating contest, best redneck dish, best redneck game, and more. Oh, that would be so fun.
Wonder what the best
gosh.
redneck dish would be like. Possum?
Probably.
Yeah.
Poke salad.
Roadkill, something.
Yeah. What was that song that was popular? Poke salad, Eddie.
Girlie, you got your granny. Have you ever had poke salad?
I have not.
It's actually very good.
I've heard it is.
It's reminds you of spinach.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you got to be careful because poke salad can also be poisonous. You got to pick it at the right time.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the right time?
I don't know.
Do
I've
we
never
even
picked
know?
it.
Ooh, okay.
I think you got to pick it later. I think if you pick it when it's too young, it's still got the toxin in it. It can make you sick.
And poke salad, you find that on the side of the road, don't you?
Do what?
Ain't poke salad what you see on the side of the road sometimes?
Yeah, purple.
Yeah, purple stuff. That's what I thought.
It grows along fence lines and stuff real good. Yeah.
One year, it's eating poke salad. But when they, you know how they'll do construction near something and then they'll come back in and put grass and seed it, especially if they have to like dig up part of your grass or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, in front of the station, they had to do that because they had to make do some construction on the bridge right there. So they had all that tore up and they ran back over it and they put some grass seed down to make it grow back. But what they had gotten was turnip seeds, and instead of grass, it grew turnips all over this one big. I mean, we told people, hey, if you want some fresh turnip grain, just come over here by the radio station.
I bet that was
pick
neat.
all you want, and people did. They came and picked everything that was there. It was wild. And then they had to, once that happened, they came back and, redid it and put the grass seed down. But for that little bit, we had turnips, and people were coming and picking them out of
people pulling turnips out of the ground, too?
Yep.
Wow.
It was hilarious.
I love turnip greens.
I do, too.
My favorite.
Gosh,
I love, I like all greens, really. I like collard.
them
I
all.
love collards.
I do, too. I love collard greens.
Patty, that used to be my radio partner that was so weird and pretentious about stuff,
Yep.
she liked to call them collards.
Collards?
She said, I love collards. I said, it's collards. She said, no, you idiot, it's collards. Okay.
Okay. Did you see where Martin Milner from Adam 12 passed away?
No.
Yeah.
All
it
these
was-
guys are
I
dying that were on those
know.
shows we watched in the 70s and
He
80s.
was 83 years old. That was one of my favorite shows was Adam 12. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
That and Emergency 911.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, like Bill Shatner, William Shatner, that was Captain Kirk, and then on, was it Hoopers and all that? He's like 100. He looks good for 100, but he is like 100 years old.
Who's about to celebrate their 100th birthday?
Who?
Dick Van Dyke.
Yes, that's right. Now, he looks 100.
He does.
But he's still sharp as a tack in his head.
is.
It's just his poor body's 100 years old, but, he's amazing. I love Dick Van Dyke.
Loved his show.
I did too, with him and,
Diagnosis Murder.
yeah,
And it was his son that played his son.
that's right.
Barry Van Dyke was in it. And then they had another one that was, I think, Barry's son played
Wow.
in it too. I love that show. I wore that show out.
I
That was
liked
one of my
anything that
favorites.
Dick Van Dyke did, and Mary Poppins and all those movies and stuff. Great
Yeah,
guy.
they were great. But they had Lee Greenwood perform "God Bless the USA" yesterday at Charlie Kirk's.
Oh, did he
Memorial.
really?
And he's 80-something years old.
Yeah, it's
I
amazing.
can't remember. Let's see. I think it was 80. It was up there. Lee Greenwood. Let's see here. And he can still sing now. I was surprised. He's 82. Wow. I was so surprised to hear him sing. I thought,
Yeah, he still sings pretty good.
I thought, oh, he is going to come out there with a track and we're all going to know it's not him. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. It was really him, and he did a phenomenal job. And even President Trump said, wow, you can still sing.
I got a picture with me and him when he came to Birmingham one time, and I saw it not long ago, just going through some of my pictures, And I swear to God, it had to be. It was right after God Bless the USA came out. So early 80s,
Yeah,
maybe?
very early 80s.
And it's funny to see him and me. I was so much younger. But back then, I looked a lot different. I was way fatter. I mean, I was huge and had these big, thick glasses, and I was wearing a leather. I looked like a cartoon character. And there's Lee Greenwood, who doesn't look that much different. I mean, he's aged well.
Yeah, he has aged very
But
well.
he was probably in his 30s then.
I've heard he's not a nice person,
40s.
though. I've heard he's a jerk.
Well, I've been around him, and he was fine, but that doesn't mean he isn't a jerk. It just,
I heard that a couple of times, so.
I have heard that too, I think.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. That's going to do it for us today on this Monday version of Morning Mayhem. Thanks to everybody who watched and listened this morning, and thank you again to Dylan for coming by and telling us about the barbecue festival, the 3rd annual barbecue festival they're having at the airport this Saturday. It's free
Central
event.
Alabama Barbecue Festival.
Yep.
Check it
Okay.
out. I wish I hope I'm back I'm going out of town for a few days. I hope I come back in time to go to that.
Yeah. Mike says that Lee Greenwood is going to be at the Alabama National Fair in Montgomery on October 12th.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. And I think it's October the 14th. They're asking everyone to wear red in honor of Charlie Kirk's birthday. Red was his favorite color. And I'm going to get one of those shirts that say freedom on it and wear it.
Oh, that's cool. And that's the 13th of October?
This and That vinyl. Yep. We're going to go to This and That vinyl and get. Did she say they have some that they're going to be doing? Excellent. Yep,
Wow.
I'll get one.
Excellent. I'd like to get one of those too.
Yeah. Well, I'll wear them. I'll wear it on.
Yeah.
I don't know what day of the week that is, but I'm still going to wear it.
I can look it up. It's the 13th,
14th, I think.
14th of October.
Yeah.
That will
October
be a
14th.
Sunday.
Okay.
Oh, no,
well,
wait a minute. No, I'm in September still. 14th is a Tuesday.
Okay. And it is going to be a National Day of Remembrance for Charlie Kirk. So,
That's the day after Columbus Day
Yeah.
or Indigenous Peoples Day.
Okay. Anyway, 9:02. Y'all have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow here on Morning Mayhem. Thanks for watching and listening. Broadcasting live from the Clinton